Hi, in this video, I will be explaining questions 4 and 5 of this assignment. So for question 4a, I evaluated both of the x-intercept values using the quadratic formula, and I inputted the values of a, b, and c into the quadratic formula to give me both x-intercept values. And these are the formulas for the both x values, and these are the points where the curve will cut the x-axis. Next, for question 4b, I converted the standard quadratic equation into the vertex form, and I used the completing the square method to find the values of a, m, and n respectively. And these are the formulas for a, formula for m, and formula for n. And compared to quadratic equation, the vertex form makes it easier to see the turning point and understand the curve better. Next, for question 5a, I used the trial and error method to fit the orange curve into the blue target curve shown in the background. First, I changed the value of c as it represents the y-intercept which is where the graph cuts the y-axis. For this example, the y-axis is about approximately -5. Next, I changed the value of a to control the steepness of the graph. A larger magnitude would make a narrower curve, while a smaller magnitude would make a wider curve. Lastly, I changed B to shift the turning point left or right to align with the blue curve. So after some adjusting, I observed the graph changing, and I repeat this process until I match closely with the blue curve. Lastly, for 5b, I used the substitution method to improve the accuracy of the orange curve. Firstly, I selected three x values on the graph, which is 0, 2, and 4, and I found the respective y values using this function over here. Next, I substituted these points into the quadratic equation. Using the first point, I found that c was equal to -4.645. Then I used the other 2 points to form simultaneous equations, and I used them to solve for a and for b, which leaves my final answer to a equals 0.257, b equals 0.782, and c equals to -4.645. So if I input these values into here, you can see that the orange curve will match exactly with the target curve. And that is the end of my explanation to this assignment. Thank you.